Now at 6, North Little Rock Police releasing new details about a shooting at a football game last Friday night. We'll have the very latest details emerging from this investigation.
Plus, President Trump is expanding his crime crackdown with a new intra-agency task force now authorized to deploy federal agents to Memphis. The newest details at 5:06.
And the suspect in Charlie Kirk's killing could be in court today. We will look at what the FBI is saying about new DNA evidence connecting him to the shooting.
Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us on THV 11, streaming on your TV with THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Let's send it back over to meteorologist Tracy Bean helping us plan our Tuesday. And summer just keeps hanging on, Tracy.
I know, every little bit. And I think
like an unwanted guest.
I know. I think she's trying to go over into a little fall as well. We'll talk more about that. But this morning, you need the water, you need shorts, you need a T-shirt. You're good to go. Don't forget your backpack. We're going to see the kiddos heading out to the bus stop in the low 70s. A few high clouds, but a bit muggy out there. Going to be around 88 as we're heading into lunch and recess. And a few spotty storms possible. I think they're very, very spotty. I don't expect a lot from those today. But still seeing those highs in the lower 90s. And we're seeing a little patchy fog. Again, still mainly here on Interstate 30. Hot Springs down to 7, but Arkadelphia around 3. Clinton, 1.5 miles. They're actually up quite a bit. So that's good news this morning. But people are moving and grooving this morning already here at the South Terminal Interchange. We are seeing that sunrise around 6:53, so a little while longer. 7:12 for that sunset. 71, winds are calm. Again, it's a little muggy out there. That dew point in the upper 60s means it's going to feel a little thick out there. As we're looking around the state, a few 60s, but mainly some 70s here in central Arkansas. Overall, we're still going to see these warmer temperatures as we're heading into the next few days. Those lower 90s are sticking around, but by Thursday, we're going to start to see a bit of a transition as we're heading into Friday. So a few rain showers and then maybe even a few storms on Friday, but it's also going to drop those temperatures a little bit. We'll talk more about today, hour by hour, and what you can expect this weekend coming up.
This morning, we are learning more about a shooting that happened during a high school football game in North Little Rock on Friday. Police say they believe it was a random attack and not connected to the stadium or the school itself.
Now, both North Little Rock and Benton school districts are working to make sure fans, families, and students feel safe going forward. THV 11's Tamer Knight joins us with more on what happened and how school leaders are responding. Good morning, Tamer.
Well, good morning, Karen and Hayden. A normal Friday night under the lights turned into a very chaotic scene. Police say one man in the stands was shot and transported to the hospital. Thankfully, his injuries are non-life-threatening. Now, school and police officials are reviewing what went wrong. The shooting happened during halftime of the game, and on Monday, North Little Rock School District and NLRPD held a news conference praising their swift response and commitment to safety. North Little Rock police have confirmed they do not believe the shot was fired inside the stadium or on campus. They say the shooting appeared to be a random incident, but the impact on families and both school districts is still very real. Moving forward, enhanced patrol will continue at all future games.
Anytime we have an incident in the North Little Rock School District, we immediately have an after-action debrief. We're also going to make sure that we over-communicate our expectations at any event, meaning no backpacks, obviously no weapons.
Benton School District Superintendent Dr. Chris Nell also shared similar sentiments that safety remains the top priority. While the investigation continues, both North Little Rock and Benton School District say safety will remain the top priority, and they're urging the public to follow new rules and stay alert. For THV 11 News, I'm Tamer Knight.
All right, Tamer, thank you so much for that update from North Little Rock. And now we have another update this morning on the bear attack in Franklin County earlier this month. Arkansas Game and Fish says the victim, Vernon Patton, died on Sunday. Officials say he was working on a tractor on the side of the road when that bear attacked. The Arkansas Game and Fish believes the attack was unprovoked and say the bear was killed. Necropsy testing on the animal continues, and so far results have come back negative for rabies and distemper. Officials say it was the first bear attack here in the natural state in at least 25 years.
Baptist Health is rolling out a new app to support Arkansas women through every stage of motherhood, from pregnancy to postpartum. The Hello Pregnancy app launched last month, offering personalized education, wellness tracking, and real-time access to a registered nurse 7 days a week. It connects directly with MyChart, so expecting moms can monitor their health and get support from home. Baptist Health's Destiny Walker says early feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. And in a state with high maternal health challenges, the app is helping to close gaps in care, putting resources within reach for more moms.
Arkansas has some of the highest maternal mortality rates. And so we thought everybody has a smartphone. So why not put that help right in the hands of mothers? Being a new mom is scary. Not knowing how to navigate pregnancy is scary. So we want to make sure that these moms feel safe and that they feel supported throughout their journey.
Hello Pregnancy is available now on both the Apple Store and Google Play.
President Donald Trump officially announcing federal troops are heading to Memphis as part of his crackdown on violent crime.
In the Oval Office Monday, the president, alongside Tennessee's governor, signing a memorandum to create a Memphis Safety Task Force. He compared it to what he says worked in the nation's capital.
FBI statistics show Memphis had the highest crime rate of any major U.S. city last year. But local police numbers show violent crime is actually down through the first 9 months of 2025.
There's still no timeline for when federal agents will arrive. Memphis Mayor Paul Young opposes the move, saying he didn't ask for the task force.
I don't think it's the way to drive down crime. However, that decision has been made. My commitment is to make sure that we work strategically to ensure that this happens in a way that truly benefits and strengthens our community.
President Trump has previously touted his crackdown on crime as effective and says Memphis is simply the next city on his list.
The administration has already deployed guard troops to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. this year. The man accused of killing Charlie Kirk could face a virtual court appearance later today, with prosecutors expected to formally file charges. Law enforcement and a spokesperson for the group chat platform Discord say the alleged shooter may have sent messages to friends that suggest a confession. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn has the very latest.
With the suspect accused of killing conservative activist and social media influencer Charlie Kirk due to make his first court appearance, FBI Director Kash Patel is revealing some of the evidence against him.
His family has collectively told investigators that he subscribed to left-wing ideology.
On Fox News, Patel said DNA found on a screwdriver near the crime scene and a towel wrapped around the alleged murder weapon has been linked to the suspect.
He had a text message exchange, the suspect, with another individual, in which he claimed that he had an opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk.
A spokesperson for Discord and 2 law enforcement sources confirmed to CBS News an account that appears to belong to the suspect claimed responsibility for the shooting, writing in part, "It was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this." The messages were first reported by the Washington Post. Discord has said it hasn't found any evidence that the suspect planned Kirk's assassination on the chat platform.
I owe so much to Charlie.
On Kirk's show, hosted by Vice President J.D. Vance Monday, White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller claimed that an organized campaign of terrorist networks led to Kirk's assassination.
We are going to use every resource we have at the Department of Justice, Homeland Security, and throughout this government to identify, disrupt, dismantle, and destroy these networks, and we will do it in Charlie's name.
Miller did not provide evidence to back up his claims. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
FBI Director Kash Patel is testifying on Capitol Hill today, facing questions about how the agency handled the investigation into Kirk's shooting.
This morning, the Trump administration is announcing an agreement with China to keep TikTok operating in the U.S. The Treasury Secretary says both sides agree on a framework that could be finalized by Friday. A bipartisan law signed by President Joe Biden, former President Biden, last year banned TikTok unless its China-based owners sold their stake. The White House says its priority has been making sure the deal is fair to the Chinese while fully addressing U.S. national security concerns.
We're very focused on TikTok and making sure that It was a deal that is fair for the Chinese and completely respects U.S. national security concerns, and that's the deal we reached. And of course, we want to ensure that the Chinese have a fair investment environment in the United States, but always that U.S. national security comes first.
Officials do expect a short extension of the September 17th deadline to give both countries enough time to complete the agreements. And now let's go back to meteorologist Tracy Bain, help you plan your Tuesday activities.
Yeah, it's only Tuesday.
Only Tuesday. Almost that Thursday.
We are starting out with a few high clouds out there, but we'll see plenty of sunshine throughout the day, and mixed with a little cloud cover. The kiddos heading out are going to be needing those shorts and t-shirts and a little water bottle too, because we're looking for that high in the low 90s again today. As we're heading into the weekend though, we've got some rain showers pushing in Thursday into Friday, and that's going to drop these temperatures finally in the mornings to the 60s and looking for a high in the upper 80s. This is still above average, but not by much. We'll talk more about these temperatures coming up in just a few minutes.